Let's get it. Let's get it. Mike Sports Vibes balling. Thank you for vibing with me. You know, I cover the Philadelphia 76ers. I cover the Philadelphia Phillies play by play for both teams. I cover the NBA playoffs. If you haven't already and you like good vibes, and I will be doing some boxing as well, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed good vibes. So listen, y'all. The Thunder they better win game 2 of the NBA Finals against the Pacers. They better win. Tomorrow I will be live for that game, play by play with the scoreboard and everything. So make sure you stay tuned, man. And let me just get straight to it, like my thoughts, right? Because if the Pacers somehow can pull this off for game 2, the Pacers will win the championship. That's my honest opinion. If they go up 2-0, going back to Indiana, I'm not saying it's going to be a sweep because I think the Thunder would get one game, but this is going to be a 5-game series. If the Pacers win game 2. So the Thunder, this is their season pretty much on the line, in my opinion, because I don't think they're winning. They're not. I don't think they're going to be able to pull that off if they go down 0-2 against the Pacers in game 2. They can't lose game 2. This is a must-win for the Thunder. Do I think the Thunder are going to lose? No, I think the Thunder is going to win this game. They almost have to. Not even almost. They have to, right? They need to. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. That game 1, in my honest opinion, the Thunder should have won that game. The problem is for the Pacers to turn the ball over 18 times in the first quarter and just a turnover machine. Usually the Pacers take care of the ball. Their defense was so elite they kept them in the game, but the Thunder should have won game 1. The problem with it is the Pacers defense is so elite that the Thunder couldn't capitalize on it. And everybody struggled. Everybody struggled, y'all, from the Thunder side. Besides SGA, everybody else pretty much struggled. You know, I just feel like he was the only one that could get a consistent shot. Yes, there was a couple players that was in double figures, but it wasn't like the usuals. You know what I mean? Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, he had a solid game. He made like 5 threes. He was like 5 of 8 from 3. Alex Caruso off the bench had some points as well. But Jalen Williams struggled big time. I think he finished the game with like 17, 18 points. But my whole point is Jalen Williams, he has to be better. He has to give you between like 22 points and 30 points a game. Give me something like that every game. Jalen Williams is supposed to be the second best player on this team, and he struggled big time. Yo, what's going on, Caddy? Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I cover the Sixers, I cover the Phillies. I covered a little bit of boxing as well. I'm just a Sixer fan giving my honest perspective on the NBA Finals. I go play-by-play for the NBA Finals as well. And I will be live tomorrow with the scoreboard and everything. So stay tuned and make sure y'all double tap that screen and hit that like button. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. And I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to get to my first 500 subscribers. And I am literally 22 subscribers away from that goal. So shout out to everybody that hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I truly appreciate y'all. TY's in the building. What's up? Ron's opinion don't matter. Caddy, what's going on? Everybody in the building. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. But yeah, it's definitely a situation where if the Thunder have to win, and the guy that I'm calling out the most is Jalen Williams. Like, Jalen Williams has to be better, bro. Like, Jalen Williams has to put in that work. He cannot be, and I understand it's easier said than done. The Pacers defense is on another level. The Pacers defense is very elite. And even though the Thunder defense is so good, right, they got to be able to score. You got to be able to score. It can't just be all on SGA. From my opinion, I feel like, and not that they're trying to let SGA score, but there's really nobody that can stop SGA. Let's keep it real. But what I think it was is the Pacers was like, we'll let SGA get his points, but we'll shut everybody else down. We'll shut everybody else down, right? Below their season averages. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at it. And if that's the case, the Thunder got to figure out some other ways to score the ball. Let Holmgren be in the paint. Let Hartenstein be in the paint. Switch it up. Do something different. You can't be stagnant. You got to figure out other ways to score. And that goes for all the players that struggled. I see a snapping turtle right there. And I see some fish. Wow, that's a big snapping turtle. Let me show y'all that snapping turtle real quick. Snapping turtle right there on the edge. I'm not sure if you can see him, but he's sitting right there. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Giant snapping turtle. But yeah, man, it's just like the Thunder have to figure out other ways to get other people involved. And a lot of the times, let's keep it real. I know the Pacers have great defense, but a lot of the times they just was off. They were missing layups, a lot of layups. They was missing easy, wide open middies. They was just bricking, bro. Like, let's keep it real. They was just bricking. They didn't have a good game overall when it came to everybody else besides SGA and Alex Caruso and Lou Dort. Everybody else just pretty much struggled. Shout out to my guy, Tune In Sports in the building. What's good, TY? Christopher Real is in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Halliburton's still not a superstar, but he's a top 5 point guard for sure. Man, I got him as a superstar, bro. For him to struggle the way he struggled offensively and still came through, I got Tyrese Halliburton. There's not many players that can struggle all game and then make that game-winning shot with how many seconds left in the game? Like 14 seconds, whatever it was. The guy just went and did his thing and scored that bucket, man. Not many players can do that, man. And he's been doing it all playoff run. My whole thing is this. What's more important, right? To have 40 points throughout the game and lose a game, or for you to hit the game winner and win the game, even though you struggle throughout the game. I would debate anybody. I would take the game-winning shot over anything. You could give me 100 points in a game, and if you still lose, what does it matter? You know what I mean? And I just look at it like, for him to come through the way he came through, like, it's not many players that can do that, bro. Off the top of my head, there's like, I know Jalen Brunson's a clutch player. I'm not going to sit here and say he's not. There's not many players. Jokic is clutch. SGA is pretty clutch in my opinion as well. Even though he did miss that midi that would have put him over the top, and they probably would have won the game if he would have hit that midi. But there's not many more clutch players than Tyrese Halliburton. Can anybody name me 5 players that's above Tyrese Halliburton when it comes to clutch shots, game-winning shots, when the game is on the line? Name 5 players that's more clutch than him. Only person I can know for sure that's more clutch than him, I'm not talking about just regular season stats. I'm talking about in the playoffs, finals. Name 5 players that's more clutch than Tyrese Halliburton. I don't think there really is any. Besides KD, because we know KD did it in the finals. Jalen Brunson didn't get to the finals, so I can't put him in there. LeBron James, I don't know if he's more right now. I don't know if he's more clutch. Jokic is clutch, but there's not many players more clutch than Tyrese Halliburton in the finals when it counts the most. That's when you want your player to be clutch. And the thing about Tyrese Halliburton is he was clutch throughout the whole playoffs, bro, making game-winning shot after game-winning shot. That's why I have him as a superstar, and he is a top 3, 4-point guard in the game, probably 3. I got him up there, man. I really got a lot of respect for Tyrese and what he does. Steph Curry wasn't like the guy. Look, let me just say this. I'm not coming at Steph Curry, but Steph Curry is one of my favorite players in the NBA. But when Kevin Durant was on that team, it wasn't Steph Curry's time. It was Kevin Durant's time. The person that took those shots at the end of the game against LeBron James and was getting those game winners, it wasn't Steph Curry. It was Kevin Durant. Who was the MVP of the finals? It was Kevin Durant. It was not Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Luka's not more clutch than he ain't more clutch than Tyrese Halliburton. I'm not going for it. He might be a scorer overall, but when it counts the most, I got Tyrese Halliburton over him when it comes to clutch shots. I'm not talking about that he's so much better than Luka, but in my opinion, I got Tyrese Halliburton as that superstar, bro. I got him there because he's not just a scorer. He's a facilitator. He plays some defense. Luka play no defense, even though he is a very good player. I ain't saying he ain't a good player, but I take a little bit of points from him because my grandpa could drive past Luka. My grandpa could drive past Luka. Luka literally just stands there. He's 6'9" and plays no dang on defense. You know what I mean? And this is not me hating on him. This is not me hating on Luka. I'm just keeping it real. But I got Tyrese Halliburton over him when it counts. I'm going Tyrese Halliburton, bro, over him. But Steph Curry wasn't the MVP. It was Kevin Durant, bro. Like, and this is not me hating on Steph. I'm just keeping it real, bro. When KD, when the finals was on the line, they didn't go to Steph Curry. They went to Kevin Durant, bro. They went to Kevin Durant. Everyone, please hit. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You are crazy for that. Tell me I'm lying, though. Give me the stats that back up what you're saying. If I'm crazy, give me the stats that back up what you're saying. Steph Curry was not the guy when at the end of the game. It was Kevin Durant that was making those clutch shots, bro. Give me the stats. Give me the stats that had Steph Curry as the guy that put the Warriors over the top. In those finals, it was Kevin Durant, bro. It was Kevin Durant. Even though Steph Curry's that bull, not hating on Steph, not taking nothing from Steph's compliments, his accolades, and all that. But when they won the finals the first time without KD, who was the MVP? I'll wait. I will wait. Who was the MVP the first time the Warriors won the finals with Steph Curry? Who was the MVP? I'll wait until someone puts it in the comments. And this is not me trying to come at Steph Curry because I love Steph Curry as a player. But I know what the answer is. I just want to know if anybody's going to put it in there. How much paying you, Mike? Nah, he ain't paying me nothing. The Olympics. I'm talking about the finals, bro. You talking about the Olympics. I'm not talking about the Olympics, bro. I'm talking about the NBA finals. That's more. I'm not saying it's, in my opinion, it's more important than the Olympics. Curry won us. Man, y'all talking about the Olympics. Y'all not talking about I'm talking about the NBA finals. Y'all talking about the Olympics. I'm talking about the NBA finals, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real. Steph Curry's playing with the greatest players on his team, bro. When you talk about the Olympics. We talking about the NBA finals and y'all talking about the Olympics. That's how I know that y'all proving my point. What did Steph Curry win the MVP in the finals anytime they won the finals? I'll be even more specific. Did he win the MVP anytime when he was in the finals? Every time the Warriors got to the finals, has he won the MVP? And this is not me hating on Curry, but I'm just trying to prove my point that my whole thing is he wasn't even the guy that they went to at the end of the games when they had Kevin Durant. And the same goes when they won it the first time. Iguodala, since no one wants to answer it, Iguodala was the MVP, y'all. Iguodala was the MVP. You're hating as usual. I'm not hating. You just can't handle the truth, bro. You can't handle the truth and they ain't hating. Curry, did he win the MVP in 2022? Someone leave in the comments below. Did he win the finals MVP in 2022? Somebody help me. Somebody help me in the comments. But listen, man, getting back to the Thunder and the Pacers. The Thunder have to win game 2 in order for them to continue, in order for them to have a chance to win. Because the Pacers, if they could somehow steal this next game, I think this series is over in 5. It won't be a sweep. I still feel like the Thunder can beat Indiana in Indiana. But if they do not win, this next game, this series is over in 5, bro. Know what I mean? And my whole thing is this. Let's keep it real. The Pacers definitely got them dogs on that team. They was down pretty much the whole entire game. But when I was doing the play-by-play, good afternoon, Mary. Salute to you, Mary. You must win you must win for Thunder. Man, shoot. Listen, I don't really, for me personally, it don't really matter who wins. I just want to watch good basketball. I'm not a Pacers fan. I'm not a Thunder fan. I'm a Sixer fan, right? This is just a Sixer fan perspective. I just want to see great basketball to keep it real with like everybody. But I just respect great ball. And the Pacers were down all game and they didn't give up. And I said on the live stream, if they keep it close, I would debate that Tyrese is more clutch than SGA. Maybe this might switch around next game because guess what? The last shot, there's two players that shot the ball the last two shots. SGA was bricking for chicken from that midi. And then Tyrese Halliburton, the Pacers got the rebound. The ball went to Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton beat dude off the dribble, pulled up for the midi, and made it. So my thing is this. I'm not saying that Tyrese Halliburton is a better player than SGA because I got respect for SGA. He's the MVP of the regular season. But when it comes to clutchness in the NBA Finals, I'm leaning towards Tyrese Halliburton. If the game is on the line, I just have a lot of confidence that he can make that shot. And I'm not saying that SGA can't make that shot, but from game one, we're talking about game one performance. Yes, SGA had a lot more points. He was the better player throughout the whole game. But when it counted the most, because his teammates didn't come through, the guy that won the game was Tyrese Halliburton. Hands down. Like, I'm not getting paid. Yo, you know what I wish, though? I wish I was getting paid. I wish I was getting paid from Tyrese Halliburton. And look, I'm a little salty as a Sixer fan because there was rumors that by the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure, please, hit that like button, double tap the screen, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I do play-by-play for the Sixers. I cover the Sixers, the Phillies, NBA playoffs, MLB playoffs. And I will be doing some boxing as well. So if you were interested in good vibes and good, dang, it's all these gnats. Good vibes. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. But yeah, man, but respect to Tyrese. He's the next generation and very clutch. Yes, he's this generation, bro. He's this generation and he's clutch, bro. Like, there's not many. Who's better than Tyrese Halliburton when it comes to clutch? I'm not talking about, like, regular season. Okay, you're going to pick some players above him. I'm talking about in the playoffs, this playoff run, name one player that was more clutch than Tyrese Halliburton. You might go SGA. You might go SGA, okay, if you want to go that route. You might probably go Jalen Brunson. But who won and who lost? I'm just saying. And I'm not a Pacers fan. I'm just keeping it real. What the Pacers is doing, I can't explain. Hey, yo, the Pacers is just they're a well-oiled machine. They got so many dogs. But the thing about it is, this is what really makes it bad, though, right? The Thunder, and I'm going to keep saying this, the Thunder should have won that game, y'all. They had the Pacers turn the ball over, a team that doesn't turn the ball over that much. They had them turn the ball over 18 times by halftime, y'all. And they were only up by like 11 or something, bro. That is not good. That means that the Thunder's offense was not clicking, bro. It was SGA, Lou Dort, and Alex Cruz off the bench. Jalen Williams had like 17 points. He needed to have 22 to 30 points a game. And that was it, bro. Nobody was scoring besides those players, bro. They need more to beat the Pacers. They were up all game, bro, until that fourth quarter. Cleveland and the Wolves sent Mike to check. I wish. Hey, listen, man, I'm covering the Timberwolves on my other channel. And I'm gonna say this because I know y'all gonna try, Mike, you're a Timberwolves fan. I'm not a Timberwolves fan. But I do cover the Timberwolves on my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes. I cover the Vikings, which I am a fan of the Vikings. And I'm covering the Timberwolves on that channel as well. Because I just love basketball. You know what I'm saying? Basketball is definitely my favorite sport. So I'm going to cover them on that channel. If y'all want to subscribe to that channel, it's called Mike Sports Vibes. And check that channel out. I go live for every Minnesota Viking game on that channel. And I will go live for some of the Timberwolves games. But I'm telling you right now, priority number one for basketball is Sixers. So if the Sixers are live, I'm not going live on that channel for the Timberwolves. Only if the Sixers are not live, then I'll go live for the Timberwolves on that channel. Do me a favor and please watch the game late tomorrow. OKC can win twice, and I think they can win at least one. I don't know about twice, but they do have opportunity to do that. I'm not going to sleep on the Thunder, but this is a definite. They have to win tomorrow, and I will be live for the game. They have to win tomorrow. or it's over. Rudy, I don't want to talk about Rudy. I don't want to talk about Tobias. Daryl Morey wish he had Tyrese Halliburton. Shit, bruh. Man, I wish I had Tyrese Halliburton on my team, bro. Or another snapping turtle. Hold on, let me show y'all this snapping turtle real quick. And I'm going to be getting off this live real soon. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's right there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it is right there. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Truly appreciate y'all. I'm going to be getting off in about a couple of minutes. But yeah, man, this is a must win for the Thunder. If they lose, it's over in 5, bro. If they win, I still got the Thunder winning. So I got the Thunder winning this series, to be honest with you. Still, but they got to win tomorrow. But if they lose, it's over in 5. I got Pacers winning. But I think the Thunder could win this. If they win this game, it's over in 6 or 7 games. That's how good I think this series is going to be. But if they lose, it's over in 5. That's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. And Podcast P, more clutch. Oh, my gosh. Y'all got to stop. Y'all trolling me so much right now. Y'all know how I feel about Podcast P. I don't mess with Podcast P. Listen, bro. I would trade Podcast P right now for anybody, bro. But you know how I feel about, like, this is no disrespect to Paul George. He got to prove to me, though. Like, I'm not going to, he's a Sixer, so I got to rock with him a little bit. But, like, I just think that was a big mistake by Daryl Morey to sign Paul George to a max contract. What was you thinking? Like, what was you thinking? Like, come on. You're going to choose. I mean, there wasn't no other real options, but he was the biggest name available. I probably would have saved up. I would have probably did something and waited for like a trade deadline, 14 trade or something. The Clippers didn't pay Paul George for a reason. They didn't offer him that 4th year. We the only team that offered him that 4th year, bro. They offered him 3 years, bro. But we the only one. You can't handle the truth. Man, bro, we know you are Wolves. You funny. Got love for you, T.Y. You funny, bro. Otto Kemp is on. Yeah, to the Phillies. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, and I think Harper's on. Is it injured reserve or he's hurt or I don't know. I would never pick up that turtle. Y'all trying to get my hands bit off. Pacers and OKC, those players never play with Nick Nurse or Doc Rivers. Or, yes, I agree. They probably wouldn't even play him, bro. PG is the... Nah, he ain't. He don't want those problems. PG don't want them problems. Like, what's his name? Lil Scrappy said, you don't want no problems. You don't want no problems. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on your way out. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless. I will be live on this channel tomorrow, possibly at like 7:55, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, p.m. For the finals game. Have a wonderful day, y'all. I'm out.